All right. After a very, very brief break, we are back because this train ain't got no brakes. It is just 3 matches in a row in the same group because things are getting intense, iFlame.
They certainly are, to say the least. Math has been done. Peak, of course, have presumably watched that last match and have quite a bit of information. So we'll see if they change up their bans at all compared to their previous match as we get into the roles now. And a win is not good enough for Pig. They must win at least 5-3. So the pressure is really on for them. It's crazy that they need to find a break point. And we haven't even started the match yet. So CATBALL, of course, I'm sure will be aware of that and are going to be very careful with their picks. We've seen a lot of DT played in these last 2 matches. I would not be surprised to see that trend continue because Pick did enjoy picking a lot of the DT maps, but CATBALL looked good on the DTs as well, so they're far from the guarantee. I think a potential ban is that No Mod 6. Pick opted not to play it, but CATBALL looked very strong on that one, so maybe you end up banning that out.
Yeah, I'm at the point of just genuinely, like, I don't even know anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I'm at the point of just
exactly
stuff is just gonna happen, and I'm just gonna let it occur. We see 1 points, we see break points, we see 4-ways, we see like surprising underperformances. It's just every which way throughout this day in this group. So I'm at the point of just sitting back and witnessing. I'm just sitting back and witnessing as things play out. I don't know. There's just too much at stake to try to get bogged down in predicting picks and bans and performances and stuff like that. I think at this point, I mean, geez, we just saw CATBALL win on tiebreaker against Dog Breaking, who looked completely unstoppable. So many maps in their first 2 matches. So like, just throw out the script. Just throw out the script.
Yeah, it certainly has been the No Mod 6 ban. Sad, but expected. Hard Rock 2 gonna go as well. And we do have one more ban coming out from Pick. I mean, trying to think of what maps CATBALL looked really good on. They had a lot of like 3-ways. It's gonna be that free mod 3, which is interesting. So they don't want to play, I believe that's the free mod speed map. I think it was the first match we've seen in our last couple of matches that No Mod 1 has been left up. So we might very well see that this time around. Just, a Fire Rage map.
Fire Rage TV size No Mod 1. Let's go.
I don't know what to expect.
That's a fun one because it's another just kind of coin flip in much the same way as Free Mod 4, where it's like just trying to break on the aim patterns because it's only, 1 minute and 20 seconds long, and of that, only like 3 seconds of it actually matters. Wow, here we go. How about that?
I think Pick been waiting for this one. I think it was banned out against them, and so they're gonna be happy to have their chance at this farm map. And I can't imagine this is worth much PP for any of these players.
6.5 stars for this the players in this match? No, I think not. Sorry, I'm out here doing like 4 things at once, which is ill-advised, but I have so much stuff I'm like playing by ear with these stream matchups.
Yeah, when you get the triple block into the double block into the quad block, it's kind of all over the place as the rosters fill out here. We've got Pez Toki in for CATBALL, Nishni, and Kozirek in for Pick. And I actually don't think we saw Nishni in for too many maps the last time Pick played, which was earlier today. And there's the mental aspect as well, right? CATBALL just played their match, so it could be a good or a bad thing depending on the players, right? For some players, 2 hours straight of O2 tournaments is a whole lot, and it could be worn down. On the other hand, they're still warm from their previous match, whereas Pick has had an hour to cool off. So I think that's going to be more dependent on the individual, whether that hurts or helps for both teams. And we'll see what affects the outcome of the match here as we get the rest of the players in. Alimontel, Bartek, RNG, and Athantrix, the last player to round this one out. Here we go into our first map of this match. Everything is on the line, everything still to play for, but certainly more pressure on Pick, who need more than a win to escape the group stage at this point.
So much pressure. Early break from Bartek. See how the aim looks for CATBALL. Now they have a little bit of an advantage. Do not want to see breaks anywhere. Okay, there goes Pez. Noted aim player, generally speaking. I feel like he's typically very good on the aim. There's Elementaire on those back and forths. There goes Ethantrix. Oh my... What is happening? You're not supposed to miss this many times. This is group stage. You guys are supposed to be like four-waying. What is happening?
Yeah, no.
Oh my god, there was Toki as well.
It looks, I guess. That's going to flip things back over to Pick. It's going to be Kozierek, Mishni on the 2 full combos, only being matched by RNG. I mean, Pez is on a decent recovery, but Bartek is on a better recovery. As I say that, Bartek finds the miss. It shouldn't be enough to swing it quite back over to CATBALL, but they're at least going to keep things close. It could come down to the next miss. If you don't see any misses, though, Pick will be securing this one. Bartek finding another miss, so that's going to start to swing things, but I don't know if there's going to be enough time.
Oh, Mishni broke as well.
A big miss. That should swing it over. CATBALL, if they don't miss, should be able to secure this point.
It is... yeah.
Oh, Toki again?
Nope, they get it.
Not enough. 100,000 points. And what a start between these two teams. CATBALL are going to take this one, and that is a rough start for Pick. They've given up a break point already, and considering that they're the ones who must take a break point to get out of this group, that's a pretty bad way to start this one off. Wait, did we get baited by the score on stream?
Yes.
Peak
yes,
one?
Yes, we did. What? Huh?
All right. Shall we? Where's the MP link?
No, I mean it's Pick won by 31K.
Yeah.
And
okay. Well, thank you, stream. Okay. I take back everything I said. This is a great start for Pick.
I love the Cerny stream client, bro.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's 2026, by the way, and this shit is still fucking happening. I don't know.
Valid crash out.
I'm just, I don't know, the number of problems we've been dealing with this client for literally a decade, and nothing has ever seemed any closer to getting fixed. The Bancho misses all over the place, players loading in without mods, scores being wrong. Like, I don't know, man.
It is unfortunate, for sure. We are going to get DT5, though. Kind lady. So this is going to be a DT that we saw pick last match that CATBALL performed very, very well on.
Wait, did we?
I think so.
Crazy?
I'm like 90. Maybe it was in the first match. We saw this played in one match. Maybe it was 2 matches ago, though.
I'll say, I don't think we've... I don't know that we... I think this got banned and then not picked. I don't
Really?
remember seeing this. Yeah. Yeah, it was banned by
Alright.
dog breaking against Pick. And then it was banned by dog breaking again against CATBALL.
Oh, it was banned both.
So they
Okay,
banned
never
it. So
mind.
dog breaking was the team just banning it. Now that we don't have dog breaking, it's getting played.
Guess that makes sense. We've got Honey Dip in the lobby, along with Eka and Sarune. Sarana?
Yeah,
Someone
I
can tell
don't
me the
know.
pronunciation for that name. Maybe the R is silent and it's actually just Sana.
Nah, that's only for the
No, that would be a
Finnish
crazy
players.
pronunciation, I know.
The Finnish
Yeah,
players are the
it was a Finnish team,
Sonars.
maybe.
All right, in we shall go. This will be interesting. This map is one that we just do not feel like we've seen all that often. And interestingly enough, it was being played in both of these matches that are going on right now. So I don't know. I guess it was just because dog breaking were banning it. But anyway, super old style, super old map, and you can tell very quickly. And the comfort level, well, worried about Flamesteer a little bit. Or worried about Eka a little bit as well. We'll see what happens for those guys. It's not an ACK map, I guess. It's 2009 or whatever. No 2009 map is an ACK map.
No, it's definitely not. And we've kind of yet to see that first break score. It's going to continue to flicker. We've only got a quarter of the way to go, so it could be an ACK after all. There goes Flames to your CATBALL, finding yet another miss, and this could be the early breakpoint that Peak needs. They need to hold on a little bit more, and it looks like they are going to be able to do so. Batball finds the miss on the last note to close this out, and Peak up 2-0. Their chances of getting out of this group are very much alive, T1G.
Yeah. What is it? 5-3 or better for Pick?
5-3 or better will get them out of the group. A tiebreaker win or loss will eliminate them.
The crazy thing is, like, if CATBALL beating the #1 seed overall in the tournament in the group stage and then not getting through group stage anyway.
That would be pretty crazy, actually. Yeah, CATBALL only need 4 points. CATBALL get 4 points. Then they will be through. But I think Noakes by is it a tie? I thought it would be points differential at that point. Because if Pig would get +2, putting them at, why is this point differential? The point differential has changed 2G since the last time I looked at it. I need to like redo some math here.
I think I thought I was told that they can't tie point differential. My understanding was they can't tie point differential.
I didn't think they could either.
Like I thought.
Oh, it's because it's counting the current maps that have been played in this match. That's why. Okay,
it's like up to date.
Yeah. Remod won the pick. We've got our anti-mod. This team have been a big fan of the anti-mod pick, but was it CATBALL who also picked the anti-mod, or was it Doge Breaking who picked it last match? I want to say this got played twice.
Fremod 1. Dog Breaking picked Fremod 1 against Pick. And picked it again against CATBALL.
Okay, so it's been a Doge Breaking pick. And I guess Pick saw CATBALL score on that and thought, hey, we can beat that. We're going to see a lot of overmods, as has been the trend throughout this group. The question is just on who. We have seen a couple of near SSs on the hidden only on this map as well.
I apologize. I am like in 3 different conversations at the same time. This is not proving useful for my commentating here. With these tiebreaker scenarios and stuff like getting discussed. Tiebreakers have pretty much always been the same in this tournament, but I don't know if it's ever been actually written anywhere. Like, it just goes, like, record then point differential, basically, because that's typically the only two things that will matter. It's,
yeah,
it's
guess
very rare for anything else.
Theoretically.
Kind of the problem you run into with head-to-head is that it's generally a three-way tie. The most frequent tie is three-way, not two-way. So head-to-head gets really weird because it's just circular in those cases. Like here, you could have, you know, like pick over cat ball, and dog breaking over pick, and cat ball over dog breaking. So like you can't, you know, it's just like it just doesn't end up working.
Although to be fair, in that scenario, it would be head-to-head after the points differential, right? So like,
if you have two teams tied
for points differential,
yeah, if you had
there's no way.
if you had 3 teams tied on point differential, then you still couldn't tie break with head-to-head. If you had 2 teams tied on point differential, I think then you could tie break with head-to-head.
Yeah, then you
I also don't know how I would. I also don't know how I would represent that on a sheet. Like, I actually don't know how I would make that work on the back end, but that's my own problem.
Thankfully, we don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
It hasn't happened yet.
Also, the phrasing of out of groups is, like, I think a poor sort of wording. They are through groups would be the way to put that, such that it is not able to be misconstrued, because out could mean 2 different things, depending on who you're asking. Anyway, early break from Sarah. I don't know. Somebody tell me how to pronounce that name, please, dear God. Also, early break from Toki.
For now. But yeah, misses traded. That miss, because it was later for pick, is going to favor CATBALL slightly. If they can recover their accuracy a little bit, so they are a little bit further behind. We see that step over. That's a bigger miss from Mishni, who's now going to be a full 400 combo down, a third of the way into this map. And I believe this is a pick as well, so would be a pretty rough breakpoint to give up as that score lead flips over, and Toki is on a pretty nice recovery.
I can't get over the pick. I just can't. Also, I've been told that user is the artist formerly known as Splitty. So let's just call them Splitty so we know how to pronounce their name. That said, yeah, the 3-way still alive here for CATBALL, and Toki has recovered. So advantage that way to get the break point immediately back. Boy, oh boy.
Certainly tense here. Plenty of choices for misses.
The tension in this stage of the groups is like why we have group stages. This is the entire point of group stages, like these last couple matches where it's super high stress for, you know, in cases where it's close like this group. Are we gonna
Toki
see?
is struggling with the accuracy a lot, but holding on to the combo, which is the most important thing. And I think Peak have just run out of time, unfortunately. They're down by 4 million points, and there's another miss for Team Pick from Splitty, we'll say. And it's going to be 2-1 for CATBALL. So CATBALL, they're counting down now. 1 out of 4 on the board.
If you're CATBALL, I think I mean, obviously you want to just win the match because then you go through as the top seed in the group, no matter what.
That would be ideal.
I don't remember what the seeding comes out to if they get the point differential they need. That's a nice 3-way, and yeah, Toki suffering a bit on the accuracy, but that's kind of the Toki thing. Like, that'll just happen for him. Generally, you know, reasonable accuracy on like the tapping stuff that he's maybe a little better known for. Not as great ack on some of the more ack-intensive picks. You know, we saw him having some trouble with the accuracy on No Mod 4 last match, for instance, and that happening here again on this Free Mod 1 this time around.
Yeah, so I think CATBALL needs to win 5-2 in order to pass dog breaking for that first seed. I think if they win 5-3, let's see, they go down to 3. And then, which would be 3. Yeah, I think 5-3 is their 1 point differential short of dog breaking. And it's because they dropped 1 point against People Happy. They were the only team to drop 1 point against People Happy.
Gosh.
If they hadn't dropped that map, a 5-3 win would have been enough to actually tie them for that first seed on point differential, which would have been a bit of a headache for you. Not, I mean, I would have enjoyed it, but so every point matters, as we're finding out. That means they have to sweep the rest of the match in order to get that first seed. Assuming I'm doing my math correctly, it's possible I've not.
Yeah, I'm kind of just letting things happen at this point. Like, I'm just over trying to think through these things too much. I'm just gonna watch and see. And it's the Nomad 4 pick is what it is here. This was a CATBALL pick against Dog Breaking, and it was the start of that 3-point run from 2-0 down where they won 3 maps in a row. This was the first of those maps. They looked pretty strong on it, so we're going to have to see if they can have the same sort of fortune this time around to tie this match up at 2 apiece.
Yeah, and let's hope so for their sake, because they would certainly love to secure that first seed, give them a pretty, an easier matchup out of after the group stage. I imagine we're going to be seeing pretty similar rosters for both these teams as to previous runs of Nomad 4. Can't imagine we're going to see any big changes at this point.
I'm trying to think who they'll play.
Winner back in the lobby.
Winner of this group gets the 2nd seed out of Group A, and loser gets the top seed out of Group A, which would be, well, that's very TBD. It probably looks like it's going to be Nyamoga Markram as the number 1 seed, Quit School as the number 2 seed, but that's still TBD because that's that match is coming up like after this, so we'll have to see. But in we go, back over here as we try to get everybody in the lobby and playing. Please and thank you, Mr. or Mrs. Tournament Client. There we go. I don't want to misgender the tournament client, okay?
Of course, it is 2026 after all.
Exactly. We have to be cognizant
of our tournament client. Well, since nothing is likely to happen at the start of this map, I do want to take a quick look at the other match that we were originally planning to stream. Sun versus Hippo Cup, currently 1-1, and it's really impressive stuff from Hippo Cup because they're the 27th seed in that group. They are the bottom seed, and yet they're currently 2-0, confirmed out of groups, and now just playing against the top seed in that group, Sun, for first seed. So they have the potential to go from seed 27 to first seed in their group, which would be insanely impressive for them. And so good luck to them in their match. And as expected, nothing has happened in the meantime.
Yeah, oddly enough, once again, the first 300 combo of this map have not seen any breaks. Sooner or later with this whole group stage thing, like, you just run out of ways to describe the fact that there's an 8-way full combo going on, right? Like, there's only so many times you can say it. Hey, iFlame, did you know there's like 2 patterns in this map where you might miss unless it's just a complete shit miss? There's like, that's it. Anywhere else, it's just going to feel really bad.
I feel so informed. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. That's what I'm here for.
Players continue to tap their joints to the rhythm rather exquisitely.
Hey, what's going on in I Am Krakow?
Yeah, right.
Oh, Vitality's up 5-1. In the first map.
Who's everybody cheering for in the Super Bowl today?
The Seahawks, I think, because I'm very, very over the Patriots. They already had a dynasty this century. We don't need them to have another one.
There you go.
Oh, they're up. Wait, Furio won the first map. Okay,
Kel finds a miss. That's a big one. Something has happened, T1G. This is
my bad.
This is big news.
I'll look away from HLTV real quick.
The first section where something could have happened, and it happened. And now CATBALL looking to secure their 2nd point. Seems like a lot of support for the Seahawks. I'm not a big football person, so I'm kind of indifferent. I'm just there for the the Super Bowl like dinner parties and good food.
Yeah, it's all about the hot wings and chips and guacamole and stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
But I think people who have been watching football in the USA, like literally, if you're not from specifically Massachusetts and maybe like certain other enclaves in the New England region, you're just going to be supporting the Seahawks because you're tired of the Patriots. They won 6 Super Bowls in the last 25 years. Like, let's have some other teams have some success. And like the way they did it, you know, they're portrayed as the evil empire. They had the whole deflate gate scenario. Nobody breaks on that little finger control pattern. I didn't, you know, hate them, but I am totally in favor of other teams winning Super Bowls than them. And I think CATBALL's going to win this because, oh my god, Flamesphere broke. Is 500 of combo not nearly enough to bring back 7 million? No. Oh my god, wait, Pez broke as well. Wait a second. Uh-oh.
Could there be time?
There's so little time. There's so little time.
So big. 1,400, 600 recovery on Adi Montel. Yeah, I don't think it's going back over quickly enough. 4 million? Shrinking.
It's shrinking, but there's not enough time, yeah. This is going to get super, super close, considering that it's a 4-minute long map.
It is. I mean, 2 million?
Yeah.
Man.
That's 1.5 million in a 4-minute long map?
Yeah. With score V1, that's crazy close.
That's...
A quad S rank from CATBALL, too. Just got those couple of slider breaks. Pez hopping right out of the lobby. It's going to be all tied up. CATBALL put another check mark on the counter. That's now 2 out of 4, and they are halfway to escaping the group stage.
Point differential of 5 versus a point differential of 2. Oh boy.
Yeah, and they still have the chance to get out as the first seed. So genuinely, anything is possible still at this point in the match.
And they're guaranteed at least one more pick as well, of course. You know, so the odds of putting up a 3rd point are pretty high at minimum, assuming they have a good pick for that scenario. So yeah, this gets it gets better every map they win, as we've, I think, made abundantly clear at this point. It gets just more and more towards their favor. Oh my god, this is the first Nomad 5 I've seen in a very long time. It's time to fly. The most secretly 2011 map that's not actually from 2011 you will ever see. This is from 2022, but it's from 2011. This is an interesting pick because, again, I think it's one that both of these teams should be pretty good at. There's some good old map players on CATBALL, obviously some good old map players on Pick as well, so I gotta think that this should be a pretty competitive one.
I would think so, for sure. Looks like we're gonna get Stupid Dog back in the lobby, along with Tarun. And Bartek, I think, a very good player on some of these older maps.
Yeah, absolutely. Bartek's been doing this for, well, about as long as I've been around the tournament scene. Maybe longer.
Yeah, which is quite a while.
He's seen everything there is to see in map pools and has always been pretty reliable on some of these older types of picks. So we'll see how it goes. Honey Dip also, I gotta think, a really, really good option to have on your team for a map like this, right? CS5 Air 8 old style. That's Honey Dip territory for sure. We got Twilight. Have we seen Twilight at all today?
We've not seen Twilight at all. This is going to be the first appearance. And Honey Dip is Pav, for those of you who are unaware. The interesting lineups on both sides here. CATBALL with a roster that we've not seen. I think Stupid Dog has only played a single map so far. Twilight going to be the first appearance out of a couple matches, so should be interesting rosters. On a map like this, the Hidden could definitely add some difficulty here.
We'll find out. We will find out. Kind of just holding your breath on every point at this juncture in this match. It just, the tension is palpable, you could say. Everybody has to hold their nerve and keep the consistency. My favorite part of the entire song right there. The back and forth jumps.
You have a beautiful singing voice.
I mean, I'm not singing. It's literally, it's rap. Like, I don't know what you want from me. It's just
I don't know. I'm just saying, you should be performing the little halftime show today.
Oh, it's a break from Stupid Dog.
Does not have the dog in him.
He has the stupid part, but not the dog part? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, seems to be the case on this map.
Hate to see it.
You too, indeed. And you're gonna see it at the break too. You see the pain of knowing that you've missed and everybody else still full comboing. And unfortunately, Big have a chance to. They could potentially just, four-way this and close this one out, but there's a lot of map left to be played still.
Yeah, I mean, we're only halfway through. This is one of not a whole lot of maps in this pool that kind of feel longer than they actually are. I mean, it's only 2.5 minutes, but for some reason it feels longer than that to me. I don't want to say this in a bad way. It kind of drags a little bit for whatever reason. I mean, it's a good song. Like, I don't mean that as negatively as it sounds. There's a Bartek break. Fortunately for Pick, it's going to be Stupid Dog trading it back. So no combo advantage gained by CATBALL there to try to bring the score gap over. Still a third of the way through. Or to go, I should say.
CATBALL are going to need a second miss from Pick. They would have been able to bring it back if not for that second miss. Just unfortunate timing there. And now all Pick needs is a three-way to secure this one. I mean, I think even a second miss from Bartek at this point is okay because Stupid Dog just doesn't have enough recovery combo to make up the score difference. And at this point, very unlikely for the accuracy to matter. I don't know if the ending of this map is that difficult. I don't think it's too hard, but we could potentially see a miss.
It's like the same difficulty as the rest of the map, right? I mean, there's not anything harder. There's not anything really easier either. You have that kind of spaced, like, circle stream burst thing, but everybody at this point is just so comfortable with it. I think we're just seeing the double three-way, and it's the Bartek advantage over Stupid Dog that's going to be the difference maker. Despite RNG bringing in the SS here into the end. Yep. I always feel bad when a player SS's in a loss.
Yeah, it is. It is tough for sure, but that is the nature of group stage. 1x100 on Honey Dip have as well. So good performances across the board, but Big Pick will get a third point, and with that, CATBALL can no longer get first place in this group. So a big congratulations to Dog Breaking on securing first seed.
Unless
I will be happy to hear.
CATBALL can win.
Oh
this
yeah,
group.
they can still win.
They can still win
the
group. If CATBALL do not, CATBALL can win this match and they will be first in the group because they will be 3-0.
You're so right.
You're too. He's gotten caught up. He's lost in the sauce here. He's been doing too much math.
Absolutely lost in the sauce, trying to keep track of point differentials and all that. I'm like, oh yeah. They could just straight up win still. That's that's entirely possible.
Pick can still make it out, but they can't lose another point, I believe.
No, they can lose.
Or can they lose one more?
No, they can lose one. They can lose one.
Okay.
As long as they win 5-3, they're okay. Yeah. You can fly. It's so motivating.
I can fly. You can fly. We can all fly.
Yeah.
Also, shout out.
Tell all the. Yeah.
Shout out real quick. Sun People Time 2-2. They're chilling.
Yeah.
So that one's staying interesting for that number 1 seed out of the group, and we're going to do one. We're going to look book. It is a book full of looks.
Indeed, and this is in fact the third book we have looked today.
We just keep looking at this darn book, I tell you what. How many times do we have to look at this
really
book, bro?
Book. It's high reread value. We're truly lost in the sauce this match.
Yeah, this is why I usually try to only commentate 2 matches in a row at most. Once I get into hour 3, I feel like it's just just start to get a little bit gone.
You do. Look, for me, hour 3 is one thing, but it's the fact that like it's been 3 hours of the same teams picking the same maps. And, like, I can't keep track of like which teams played and picked which maps in which match and who won and who got 4-ways and 3-ways on what, because they're just FCing everything in various matches, and so it's all muddled in my brain.
Yeah, and also having to, kind of keep track of other matches as well as keeping track of like the results and the standings and the point differentials and all that. Just adding in some extra levels of difficulty. This is why like having a production team can be so valuable, because you can have like somebody saying in your ear, like either from production or from stats, like, hey, this is what's happening, this is what this is what the standings are, this is who's winning there. I think probably makes life a lot easier. Unfortunately, we are a small budget operation that does not have the ability to do those kinds of things.
We are one day.
Yeah, surely Osu will be mainstream. We'll have IEM. Where would we host the Osu IEM? Osu IEM Sydney. Osu IEM.
There you go.
Can we have a tournament in Cologne at the Cathedral? We need an Osu tournament at the Cathedral of esports.
That would be crazy.
That would be so sick.
It really would.
Toki HD. Yeah, that's kind of what they've been doing, right? They've been running him on Hidden or Hidden Hard Rock, not infrequently.
No, pretty standard stuff for both teams in terms of the hiddens. I mean,
Pez!
And Honey Dip. Pez, that's a big miss on the aim too. Not the player you'd expect to be finding a miss on this one, but this is a very easy map. We've seen, I think, multiple 4-way FCs on this, and so this could very well be over for CATBALL unless we see a miss soon, which is possible, but far from guaranteed on a map like this one.
Yeah, Pick kind of locking in here, and they really need to. Can't afford, I don't think, to lose another point. So they'll be maybe one closer to that all-important seed out of groups. Yeah, still a quarter of the map to go, and it's only one player to have dropped out of the 8. But Pick looking good. A little bit of a slow section here. You get a moment to just kind of chill, build that lead up even more. I think they've probably just gone and done it. I think they've done it.
Yeah, that's point number 4. And they are now one map away from getting out of this group, which is crazy to say after CATBALL just took out the number 1 seed. And they've got a bit of a buffer as well. They can afford to lose the next map and still make it out of groups as long as they don't give up 2 points here. So Pick in a really good spot all of a sudden. And CATBALL, they can still get first seed with a win, but it is looking less and less likely.
If this happens,
certainly can't count them out.
If this happens to this American team 2 years in a row, man, with a group going like triple,
last year too?
Yeah. It's a group with triple 2-1, and they go out on point differential 2 years in a row. I would probably just never play this tournament again if it were me. Like, I'd just be like, no, I'm done, bro.
This year is even worse. I feel like not just going out on point differential, but going out on point differential after beating the number 1 seed in the group.
Oh, last year was 2-1, 2-1, 1-2, 1-2. So it actually was slightly different. We had that happen a couple of groups last year where it was like the head-to-head scenario ended up coming into play. But yeah, they were the number 3 seed out of the group based on some silliness.
Yeah, I saw Yokai mention earlier too. This is like potentially the 4th year in a row that the American team is not getting out of the group stage in Hippo Cup, which is wild if true, because they are a very strong team on paper.
Especially after beating the number 1 seed. Like, I don't know. Yeah. That's just very, very not sad, but I mean, it's a little surprising perhaps. Pool star rating too low. I mean, I think the thing is, if the star rating was any higher, I don't think they would have beaten dog breaking. But
no, definitely not.
I don't know. I guess I can't say for sure, but I feel like that's the case.
Yeah, I would think so too. Dog breaking have just a lot of depth on their roster for those higher SR maps.
Well, it's the It's everybody's favorite pick, pick, pick. And
Oh,
it's
we got it. It's
DT6. It's
DT6.
finally happening. We have not seen a DT6 in quite some time. This is the first of the 3 matches that we will be seeing it in today. I didn't see it in any of the matches I casted yesterday either.
Neither, or last week.
1 for 6 on the weekend. I don't remember about last week, but this is really, really big here. As everybody knows, this is group point, right? Basically.
Yeah.
This is group point. Like, CATBALL have to win, or Pick have to win this.
No, they can lose one more map.
Can they win one more?
Be okay.
One more?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's match point and group point, I guess, at the same time. So, I don't even remember what this map is. It's been so long since I've seen it. I literally don't remember the map.
Oh, well, you've come to the wrong place. I admittedly did not look at this pool before I commentated any of these matches.
I want to say it's just kind of a generic-ish, slightly small circle aim thing. But
yeah, it's okay. Half the people in the chat are players of the tournament. Surely
Yeah.
they know the map already.
Surely. Yeah, it's like kind of awkward-ish consistent aim, I think. That gives you an idea of just how long it's been since I've seen this map at all. Like, I genuinely, I don't know if I think I've seen it played once. I don't know. I'll have to look.
All right, so nobody agrees on what the map is. 2 people said it's awkward aim. Wanderio says it's actually not that awkward. You guys are skill issued. So we'll find out in a second.
I trust Hubba on his alt
I
Twitch
agree.
account. Why he needs to be on an alt Twitch account, I don't know.
I don't know. Hubba's just too popular on the main, I guess.
It's just a generic 6-star DT map. All right, I don't trust you. Never trust a Canadian.
You're so right, TNG. You're so right. Canadians are very untrustworthy.
All right, in we go. Very important, very key, very crucial. 2.5 minutes, so you know, I think it's like a decent length for a DT pick, right? It's not too short, not too long. 2.5 minutes feels like a good range for DT maps to me.
Yeah.
Shout out Ms. Magius. This dude been in the game for like the entire duration, and he's still going strong.
Miss Magius maps are so good.
It's crazy to me that that guy's been making just good maps that have aged well for, what, 16 or 17 years now? I mean, I don't. He was, what, like, under 10 years old when he started? That's an early break from Honey Dip, by the way. Just about a quarter of the way through. Going to be a couple hundred combo behind.
Yep. I do have to say, so far these jump patterns have not been all that awkward.
Depends on who you're asking, though, right? Because awkward by, like, 2025, 2026 standards versus awkward by, like, 2012, 2013 standards.
That's very true.
Very different things. Like, what we consider awkward now was not that awkward in that kind of early transition era into more comfortable mapping. There's another break from Honey Dip, by the way. 2 misses from him. None yet from CATBALL.
Yeah, CATBALL in a good spot, still with that 4A, but halfway through the map, there are more potentials for breakpoints here, or for misses here, I should say. And even if they do find one miss at this point, Honey Dip just doesn't have that much combo to kind of get this recovery, so...
Oh, Ethan!
There goes
Yeah,
Ethan,
Honey
there's
Dip broke
one, but
again,
Honey Dip
though.
finds another miss, and so they're going to need a second miss if they want to bring this one back. It's a second miss from Ethan, that's the wrong player for them, unfortunately. It needs to be somebody else to find the miss.
Yeah, it's still the Flames tier RNG Pez Triple FC against the Eka Kosirek Elementaire Triple FC. And Honey Dip, unfortunately, just struggling relative to everybody else in the lobby. And it's going to be out of time if it's not a break from CATBALL's non-FC players right about now. That time is just not going to be there for Pick to try to bring this one back. Coming into the last seconds, I think CATBALL's done the job here.
Yeah, and now we can truly say to ONG that this is both match and group point, with still every possibility still at play. I'll say it one last time. If Pick wins the next map, they get out of the group. If CATBALL wins the next map, they get out of the group. And if they then go on to win the match in tiebreaker, they will be the first seed as well. So anything is possible. This next map feels like it is the real tiebreaker of this match, so CATBALL have to pick very, very carefully.
Yeah, it's really a situation where it's kind of back-to-back tiebreakers, though the first one, if anything, is more stressful than the second, because this is the tiebreaker to determine who goes through, and the actual tiebreaker map of the match would only be a tiebreaker to determine if CATBALL gets the number 1 seed. So this is a lot on the line, all the marbles. Let's see, what do we got? We got Nomad 2, we've got Hard Rocks 1, 3, and 4, we've got DTs 2, 3, and 4, and we've got Free Mods 2 and 4. For the last map of a match, that's a lot of maps to have to choose between.
It is. There's so many options, and I think a lot of the kind of maps that we've seen played multiple times have been picked already. There are, like, I think other maps, mostly in the DT category, that, I mean, I guess, and the Nomads as well, that CATBALL should have information on from Peak. So they should have all the information they need to make their best pick. It's just a matter of executing, because when the maps are as easy as they are, it's not necessarily about ability on the map, it's about the consistency on the map on the given day. And at this point, the stress is going to be at an absolute maximum.
Yeah. And like, all of these players have so much experience under these circumstances. Oh my god, they're doing it!
No way.
Yeah, you know what? Sure.
Yeah, coin flipping on school.
I mean, they
crazy.
did it. They did it against dog breaking.
It worked.
And it worked. It forced a worst case scenario tiebreaker. It gave them a match point there. And here it's going to determine it's going to determine the group results. And we're playing a 49-second map to determine the group results.
Couldn't ask for a better way to close out this group.
This has happened in the past. I remember there was it was like a match point scenario. Whenever it was, we had Fiery Rage Accordion, and somebody picked Fiery Rage Accordion on match point. It was like a similar sort of thing. It was like a 30-second coin flip a couple years ago, and we're just doing that. Or remember, anybody been around since Garfield? Who remembers Garfield?
Not me.
Yeah, that was... Oh, God. Was Garfield Hippo Cup 4? It's been a long time. All I can say is it's been a long time since Garfield. God, what year? Maybe it was 5, or it could have even been 2. I don't. It was an old iteration. It was an old iteration. The history of these super short maps that can determine a whole lot is a strong tradition in Hippo Cup. Yeah, it was Hippo Cup 2 for Garfield. I thought it was like a pretty old one. But now we get School. Yeah. Winner of School goes through groups. I mean, cinema. It's cinema.
Good luck, happens. It's crazy. You know, when we started out this day, T1G, 3 hours ago, anything was possible in this group. And now, 3 hours later, with 2 potential maps left, anything is still possible in this group. We've got a hidden Hard Rock on Eka, a Hard Rock on Kosirek, a hidden on Athantrix. The mods are not quite loaded. We'll get that refreshed. We've got some bunch of misses and big over mods from both teams. We've got 4 hidden Hard Rocks across the lobby, the extra Hard Rock from Pick, and it looks like we've not gotten any early misses. We're already a third of the way into the map.
Oh boy, just take a deep breath and don't let it out until the map is over, because this could go any which way. It's an 8-way full combo. The mods are out in force. It is so closely contested, barely even any hundreds between them. It's the accuracy advantage for CATBALL. It is the accuracy advantage for CATBALL that's carrying them to this tiny little lead into the last couple seconds.
The accuracy, CATBALL.
And there it is.
CATBALL.
CATBALL does
They're going through the group.
Wait,
we have to make sure we're not getting bidded by the score.
Nope, it's actually correct this time. It's an 8-way FC AC battle to determine who goes through a group, and CATBALL do it, and they force the tiebreaker, which means they can still get first in this group after now winning the like meaningful portion of this match to make sure they go through the group at all. Now they can win the tiebreaker in back-to-back matches. They beat dog-breaking last match on the tiebreaker, and now they get another tiebreaker. If they go back-to-back tiebreaker wins to win the group, bro, I just don't even know what to say.
Yeah, Pick. I mean, they played so well. Commiserations to them, of course. They had an incredible showing, getting off to such a strong start. Added so much intensity to this match and really brought it down to the wire. Now they're just there to play a spoiler to see if they can hold CATBALL back to that second seed, playing for Pride at this point. And so we'll see what they go for. Tefek in the lobby.
I don't know who that is.
Pick. I don't either. First time we've seen them all day.
I know it's not even. They're not even on the team.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I don't even think they're on the team, bro.
Okay.
Well, let me double check. Oh, they are on the team. Okay, yeah, it would have been their first match. It would have been their first map all day. I didn't see them in the team list at first, but there they are.
Okay.
I was like, what? We've seen everybody else multiple times and never seen them, and here they are. That's really funny.
Like the magic trick. So pressure is still on for CATBALL, and the difference between first and second seed in the group is pretty big because there are some very strong teams coming first out of their groups that have absolutely dominated their groups. You look at some of these teams, New Zealand, for example, with a 3-0 bracket, 11-point differential. A few more teams at things like a 9-point differential, also at 3-0. So there's some very scary teams to face in the first seed, as well as the second seed. But if CATBALL can get that first seed, it's going to go a long way for them.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the thing is, right, this year, like, the teams are super, super strong. So you anticipate a relatively tough opponent no matter what. But obviously, just on paper, it's always going to be preferable to be the top seed out of the group. And apparently they're, like, trying to troll...
Well, hopefully they don't do that, because this tight wage does this CATBALL.
I feel like the
difference is updated, so it's actually it is fake, it seems. This would put them 1 point differential behind dog breaking. Oh no, because they need to win the match.
Yeah, if CATBALL win, they just go through.
Yeah,
you can't have fun. Like okay, here's the thing: you don't get to just play for fun. The other team still has stakes in this. Like this, I understand that. Like, oh, it doesn't matter to us anymore, but it's still the rules are still the rules, and the other team still has something to play for here.
Yeah. So let's not throw the tiebreaker just for the, for pride as well, Yeah,
I don't know. Hopefully we can get that sorted and get going here.
Part 2 of the hidden situation. And Pick wasn't in the last match, to be fair, so they are probably not aware of the only 2 hidden tiebreaker rule.
Oh my god.
That is a good question. I assume HDHR also counts as an HP.
Yes. Yeah. It's exactly 2 players with hidden. You cannot have more than 2 players with hidden, or less than 2 players with hidden in some capacity.
Yeah. But you can have as many HRs as you want.
But you can have 4. Yeah, you could have 2 HDHRs and 2 hard rock onlys. Like whatever. So yeah, we have hidden hard rock, we have hard rock, we have nomad, and we have hidden hard rock nomad. Yes, this is fine. Okay, all right.
Yeah. Overmod for both teams. Slightly bigger overmod for Pig Pick. We'll see if that extra mod ends up making the difference. And we'll see if CATBALL can secure first place in this group. Over in the other group, it looks like Sun did beat Hippo Cup 5-3, so Sun will be first seed in their group. Congratulations to them. CATBALL has already found a miss on the side of Pig Pick, so CATBALL off to a good start. This is a long tiebreaker. Plenty of room for more misses, but also plenty of room for some big FCs.
Okay.
Ez did find a couple misses last time the tiebreaker was played on that hard rock, but did opt to run it back on the hard rock a second time. See if Ez can secure that full combo this time around. As we get into the next GI, we haven't seen any follow-up misses. There's a big miss from Mishni, looking even better for CATBALL. Oh, okay, just Bancho.
I heard the miss sound and looked over, and it was a Bancho miss by the time I looked at it. Oh, there's a break from Flamesteer, I think.
That seems to be a real one. And so all of a sudden, that earlier miss from Tefek does not matter whatsoever. That score is going to swing back over in a heartbeat. And Tefek has done a really good job of recovering since that early miss, and Pig Pick with the lead. Still looking to play spoiler, but we're only a quarter of the way through the map. I believe Pez on the last run around found the miss around 1.2, 1.3k combo. So we'll have to keep an eye on that when we get there. That's approaching in about 20-30 seconds time. And there goes Pez once again.
What?
Huh?
They just misread the slider? Or...
I guess so.
Wow. Okay. They just wanted to keep it interesting. They just wanted to make sure that this stayed close.
Yeah, CATBALL are right back in this one. It is still 2 FCs to 2, but it's Flamesteer who has the best recovery in the lobby. So this will eventually go back over to CATBALL, barring any further misses. But now we're into the next GI.
We are. Oh boy.
Another miss, not going to change the result of this match too much. I believe Ethantrix was another one of those players who missed on the tiebreaker last time around, and I want to say it was later though, around 1.6k combo, if I'm remembering correctly. So we'll have to keep an eye on Ethantrix here as well, because this FC battle. Flamesteer is going to finally flip this score lead back over in favor of CATBALL, as honestly at this point that secondary miss from Tefek is going to start mattering.
Yeah, that combo advantage is like relatively meaningful at this point, right? It's like, 300 on Flamesteer back to Honey Dip and a 200 on Pez back to Tefek. So that's adequate to continue building this lead out. Boy, those FCs. I mean, how much pressure, right, is there on Michni, Kosirek, Ethan, and RNG right now? Holy cow. And they're all they all have hidden as well. HCHR on Kosirek. I mean, not only are you the mod player, but like
not much, to be honest. They're not too worried about the outcome, but they're still putting in their best effort, and I can appreciate that. I believe this is about where Ethantrix missed last time around. Looks to be holding on to the combo this time. Gets through that section, and CATBALL are so much closer to closing this one out. They're up by about 4 million now, but do still need to hold on to both these FCs. Even a miss from Flamesteer at this point could swing the lead back over in favor of Pig Pick.
Yeah, I mean, that lead's only 5 million. It's just not huge. There goes Kosirek, and that probably just did it with Ethan and RNG holding. All 4 members of CATBALL hold on. Kosirek goes down, and that is going to be the map. That is, even with that break from Pez, I don't think there's any coming back now.
No, very well played by CATBALL. Quite the day they've had.
Back-to-back
tiebreakers.
back-to-back tiebreaker wins?
Back matches. Yeah, they've been playing Osu for 2 hours straight as well now, I think.
If not more. Who knows if they had like a
yeah.
14-15 UTC match.
Yeah, I would not be surprised. So they're going to get a well-earned respite from the circles, and they're their first seed.
They are going to be the first seed out of this group. Wow. I mean, who would have thought coming into today that this was how this was going to go? I really, for all the world, expected it to be, you know, dog-breaking #1 seed and then this match to determine the #2 seed. But instead, it's CATBALL. Back-to-back tiebreakers, back-to-back wins, and group #1 seed. What a performance.
I mean, it's been such a crazy day of matches for us so far here. We've been following this group for the past 3 matches, and we've had everything you could ask for. 8-way FCs, multiple tiebreakers, you know, the entire group results coming down to the very last map of this kind of block of matches. We truly could not have asked for picked a better group to follow.
Yeah, I didn't necessarily predict it going the way it did, but I certainly thought it would be a close one. You know, the scriptwriters, whoever they may be, definitely not me as the tournament host or anything, really wrote a good one for today, and that played out pretty darn well. So very pleased to have gotten the results we did. And I don't know about you, iFlame, but it's been a long morning, and I have matters to attend to. So we're going to sort out what's happening to the stream because one of my streamers has gone MIA, but we'll be back with another match for you, hopefully in just a couple minutes, as we have 4 matches coming up this 18 UTC block right now, and then another one at 19 UTC as well, possibly. So we'll get you sorted out. We'll figure it out for you all. For now, the stream is going to go down for just a minute or two while we switch over. So thank you all for watching. Thank you, iFlame, for being here. Congratulations to CATBALL. Commiserations to Pick, man. How tough is that? But best of luck to everyone as we continue on with the last few matches of this group stage here.